Welcome to Zeric Podcast. Today we are focusing on one key concept in procurement methods. Let's start with a simple idea. Every organization needs to buy things, but here is the real question. Do we buy everything the same way? The answer is no. The way you buy depends on what you are buying, how much it costs, how urgent it is, how many suppliers are available. And that is exactly what procurement methods are about. Procurement methods are the different structured approaches used to acquire goods, works, and services depending on the situation. They are designed to ensure fairness, transparency, competition, and value for money. In Ghana, these methods are guided by the Public Procurement Act. We will take them one by one and understand them. One, we have request for quotation, RFQ. That is the simplest method. It is used when the organization already knows what they need exactly. When the item is standard and when the main concern is price. Now let's think about this. If a hospital needs gloves, syringes, or office supplies, there is no confusion about what those items are. So instead of going through a long process, the procurement unit simply contracts a few suppliers and asks, "Give us your price for this item." At least 3 suppliers are invited to submit quotations. Then the quotations are compared, evaluated, and the best offer is selected. So RFQ is not random. It is controlled comparison of prices. What you have to always remember is that RFQ is equal to low value plus standard goods plus price comparison. 2, we have National Competitive Tendering, NCT. Suppose the organization wants to construct a building, supply hospital beds, or procure equipment in large quantities. There is no longer a simple purchase. So the organization opens the opportunity to the public within the country. It advertises the tender and says any qualified supplier in Ghana can apply. Now what happens? Many suppliers submit bids. Each bid contains technical and financial details. An evaluation panel reviews them carefully. The best bidder is selected. This is national competitive tendering. The key idea here is open competition within the country. It ensures transparency, fairness, and better pricing. So what you have to remember is what? NCT is equal to open tender plus local suppliers plus medium high value. 3, international competitive tendering, ICT. Now let's take it further. Sometimes what the organization needs is not available locally. For example, specialized medical equipment, advanced technology, highly technical services. In this case, limiting the process to Ghana is not enough. So the organization opens it to the international market. This means suppliers from different countries can apply. The competition becomes global. The organization can access better expertise and quality. This is international competitive tendering. So what we have to remember about ICT is that it is equal to global competition plus specialized needs. 4, restricted tendering. Now, let's consider a different situation. What if only a few suppliers can provide the item? The product is highly specialized or time is limited. In this case, It does not make sense to advertise publicly. Instead, the organization identifies a small number of qualified suppliers, usually between 3 and 6, and invite only them. This is restricted tendering. It still involves competition, but only among selected suppliers. So this to what we have to remember is that restricted tendering is equal to limited suppliers plus specialized goods. 5. Single source procurement. Now we move to a very sensitive method. Single source procurement means the organization procures from only one supplier. There is no competition, but this is not done freely. It is only allowed under strict conditions, such as when there is only one supplier, in emergency situations, when compatibility or standardization is required. For example, if a hospital uses a specific machine, only the original manufacturer may be able to repair it. In that case, the hospital must go directly to that supplier. This method is fast, but it carries risk. That is why it must be justified and approved. Single source is equal to one supplier plus special conditions. 6. Consultancy procurement methods. Now let's shift slightly. Not all procurement is about goods. Sometimes the organization needs advice, expertise, technical knowledge. This is where consultancy comes in. Here, the focus is not just price, it is about qualifications, experience, technical competence. That is why methods like quality and cost-based selection, the QCBS, and quality-based selection, QBS, are used. The process usually involves requesting proposals, evaluating technical competence first, then considering the cost. So this too we can try and recall that consultancy is equal to expert services plus quality focus. Now let's simplify everything. Procurement methods are simply choosing the right way to buy based on the situation. Simple and low value, we use RFQ. Large and local, we use NCT. Global and specialized, we use ICT. Few suppliers, we use restricted. One supplier or during an emergency, we use single source. Expertise needed, we use consultancy. Thank you for listening to Zeric Podcast.